Luigi. Yabba. Oi, Yamamba. Oi, soito ui otoma ni unaka Luigi.
Yeah, so they're restarting the restream Discord currently, so we can't even look at the gameplay at the moment. I have no clue what's happening.
Hopefully we can get this synced up soon, though.
Yeah, because it's well over a minute apart. Okay, there it is.
And we're back.
Back.
So here we got Chauncey coming up.
Yes, Chauncey. So this is the first area boss of the game. So at the end of each area, you'll be fighting an area boss. They're quite unique in comparison to the other portrait ghosts, whereas you just encounter them and suck them up right away, but you actually go to a special arena that's unique to each area boss. And it looks like they're finally going to sync up Jared and Kaht's gameplay here. So Jared will probably be frozen for well over a minute. So Kahpt just got Neville. He's moving on to Lydia. And this room's actually notorious for being one of the laggiest rooms in the game. I believe it's the second laggiest room.
Yeah, any room with
Sorry.
lightning in it will cause significant lag. You'll see that later in Armory Room.
Yeah, and it's also due to the fact that this room actually loads two rooms. If you look out of that broken window, you can actually see that the balcony's loaded as well. And Toad crying out there. All right, we got a synced up race now. There we go.
So in this fight, they're both hopefully going to be going for some ball catches with these balls that Chauncey throws down at you with two separate setups.
Yeah, pretty much to our current knowledge, this is the only ghost in the entire run that can't be one-cycled. Just a few months ago, we found out that you can actually one-cycle the final boss, so now Chauncey is the only one that we can't one-cycle, that we know of. So yeah. Starting off the fight here, they're going to be moving to the right side and immediately to the left side to try to get these rocking horses to charge at them as fast as possible so we can speed up the cycle. Jared's going to be lining himself up for this first ball catch. And he nails it like a champ. I expected nothing less. And he let him go early there. And the reason you do that is because if Chauncey dips below 50 HP, he'll actually throw an extra cycle of rocking horses at you, and that wastes about 3 seconds. So optimally, we want to let him go right around 50 HP.
On the second ball catch, you're going to see both runners intentionally get hit by the second rocking horse here. That's because it gives invincibility frames to set up this ball catch. Otherwise, Luigi would just get hit.
Yep,
And
Jared got that one too.
Jared gets it too.
Got a 549 Chauncey. Very clean.
Kahpt
Cobb
also gets it.
well.
So, pretty good area ones for both runners, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a pretty good race so far. No real mistakes from what I can tell. So something unique about Jared's mashing ability, to our knowledge, he actually has the fastest mashing out of anyone in the community. He hits about 16 button presses a second, which is more than optimal. That's better than frame perfect. And his button mashing's so fast that he actually misses some inputs. They're way too fast, the game doesn't even pick them up.
So probably saving some frames on Kahpt there.
Yeah, Jared's going to be saving a lot of time just strictly on mashing, but he would do that if he were facing literally anybody.
So we got Area 2 coming up. And a lot of RNG in this area.
Yeah, so unlike the first area, this area, as well as the rest of the game, involves RNG, and they're going to be coming up to the first bit of RNG here soon with the floating Rolindas. Basically, there's an RNG cycle with them that they can just show their hearts 10 seconds early, or they can delay that and show their hearts 10 seconds late. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just... You can lose 10 seconds for no real reason, so... Hopefully, they both get it. That's what we hope for. At the very least, I would like them both to at least get the same RNG.
Yeah, it'll just feel unfair if one gets better RNG than the other. Strictly just 10 seconds just from that one Force your Ghost.
No real reason. Alright, let's see how the Shy Guys are. This is without a doubt one of the hardest rooms in the game. Optimizing these guys is just a big pain,
Yeah.
as you can
and
see.
Jared missing one.
That.
Yeah, these guys are insanely hard to optimize, these doubles.
Oh my god.
Might give Kahpt a chance to catch up.
Hasn't quite caught up, but he definitely shortened the gap there.
Yeah, Kahpt nailing every double. Love to see it.
Alright, Jared does get early release. Let's see how Kahpt does here. And he
Not
does
getting
not
early
get it.
release.
Oh man.
You hate to see it.
It sucks too, because he was already like 10 seconds behind Jared, and that just adds on. As we said, nothing you can do about that. And Jared's going to be going for a trick here called Poster Skip, a trick that he actually found many years back. Saves about 3 seconds. It just sucks the poster off of the wall, covering the button. So you just do it while you're waiting for the next wave of ghosts to spawn. Kahpt getting it as well. Very nice.
Being at a 18-second difference so far between the runners.
Yeah, and, you know, we're only 10 minutes into the match. Anything can happen.
You got these boosts
easily,
coming up.
Easily another 50 minutes to go.
So with this first boot coming up shortly, you're going to possibly see,
Yeah, so currently EGAD's just explaining to Luigi that he just released all the boos. Now he needs to catch them. For this specific category, we only need to catch 40 of them to access the final boss. Whereas in 100% or all boos, we would need all 50. So they're going to be catching the 40 quickest boos.
and most of these booths you're going to see caught are in rooms that are already lit up, that are required. So they're not going to go out of their way to get any optional portrait ghosts.
Ooh, Jared getting perfect RNG there.
Ooh, looks like he's going to get this tech skip.
There
So
you
far,
go.
really nice RNG for Jared.
Yeah, so I'd say more than half the time there's a lump under that tablecloth. So if the boo's actually under there, then you can't do the tech skip.
Cap's got a lump and he's still going for it.
Yeah.
So he might not pay off for him.
Yeah, as you can see
It
there.
doesn't.
He attempted it, and the boo was under there, so he had to pull the tablecloth off. It's a risky gamble, man, because if he's not under there and you go for it, you're losing easily 10 seconds. So that just widens Jared's lead.
Do we see a ballroom boo double?
Probably not.
There is a double you can do with this boo and the boo in storage here that he's getting now, but it's pretty risky.
Yeah. Yeah, if you attempt it, you can easily just lose your whole run because the boo can just go into one of the rooms that you don't have access to yet. And we need 5 boos to progress with the next part of the game, so he would actually have to go into the Area 1 hallway in order to get another boo. Man, Jared's had some really good luck. 1227, given the mistakes that he had prior to boo release. That's pretty good. So would that be an acceptable pace for you, Joe, in 1227? I would take that.
I would definitely take that.
Yeah, so Jared on a really good run here. Yeah, really not bad RNG from kahpt either. Really the only bad luck he had was not getting tech skip.
Here in Mirror Room, these grabber ghosts are invisible, and they're only visible in the mirror, but luckily, since we run this game, we just know where they spawn and can easily find them.
Yeah, it's something that you can easily catch on to just after a few runs of the game. All the ghosts have preset spawns, so it's really not hard to get accustomed to. Ooh,
Oh, and Jared missing a double, but it doesn't despawn in him.
Despawn.
Yeah, that grabber can despawn and lose so much more time than that.
Yeah, so ideally with these grabbers, when going for a double, you just want to get grabbed onto by one and shake them off in the direction of the other one. That way you can just get as quick of a double as possible.
Here's Jared's going to save warp with this boo while also walking onto the medallion, and you see he's just going to save time there because that does save the text EGAD gives you after collecting that medallion. And it saves about 5 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, after you grab a medallion, and you'll see it with the 2 medallions later on, EGAD just goes really in depth on how to use the medallion. So since we legalized save warping, it's just been a lot more convenient to save warp with the medallion to skip the text. And you also get a great cycle on the butler that they're coming up on here. Because prior to save warping, the butler cycle was always random, but since we load back into the mansion, everything resets, so the cycle's always set in stone.
Kahpt getting it. Let's go Kahpt.
Yeah, let's go kahpt.
So here Jared's gonna clear laundry room while this butler's doing his thing. Just makes it easier to come back to this room later and get the boo.
Yeah, we have just enough time to clear this room before the butler sits down and shows his heart, so since we're passing through here a couple of times, we just grab the boo on the way back.
Hopefully see a chess cutscene skip with his hat. Does he get it?
I think that was too
does
early.
not. Like, you're gonna see this chess cutscene right here where Luigi's just stuck in place. But you can skip that if you grab the hat as soon as that cutscene starts playing. Makes making that butler cycle a bit easier. But Jared managed just fine. Here comes that JP exclusive tech skip.
Yep, very cool. The perks of playing on JP. Jared gonna be setting up the hidden room quad here. Let's see if he gets it. Not despawning the bats. We'll see how that plays out. And he gets it.
Does get it.
Outstanding. Ooh. Alright, he read that really well. He activated the decoy and immediately knew that the boo was on the left side. I'm pretty sure Cobb did get the chess skip. I caught the very end of it, but I think he got it.
Jared not getting laundry tech skip.
Yeah, he pulled back way too late there.
That's definitely one of the hardest tech skips to get in the run.
Absolutely.
Purely because of the timing that you have to drag that boo as soon as he hits 0 HP onto that cloth, but it can be pretty difficult to time and get down consistently.
I'm not sure if he sets up kitchen tech skip, but that's something a lot of top runners are going for now. Cop doing kind of the more advanced strat. And
ooh.
yeah.
Dang, took that pretty risky on the quad.
Yeah. Had he gotten that, he would have saved a couple seconds on Jared. Because he's using his game. Yeah. So the reason that would have saved more time is because he's using the Game Boy Horde to skip the ghost animations. So every time you pull out your Game Boy Horde as a ghost spawns, the animation of Luigi getting scared won't play. Cop not even going for tech skip. Can't say I blame him. I've had situations where I would go for it and I just lose the boo into Butler's room at 0 HP. I think Jared's gonna get just barely a sub 19.
Yeah, sub 19 watermelon is considered really good by most people.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna get, I'd say, an 1855.
And Mr. Lugs here we just skip over because he is an optional portrait ghost.
Yeah, I don't think that's something we touched on. So there are 5 optional portrait ghosts in this game that are not required to access the final boss. So yeah, we would really only get them in 100% or all portraits. Alright, not perfect luck, but that is pretty good luck if he can pull off the cloth. There you go. Copped grabbing the boo before opening the chest. Interesting.
Yeah, opening the chest before activating that boo would be more optimal, but I don't blame him for not doing it.
Yeah, I can understand taking it safe in an environment like this. One mess up can just ruin your entire run. Alright, so Jared is about to be wrapping up Area 2 here. He's about to be fighting the Area 2 boss, Bogmire. And unlike Chauncey, we can one-cycle this guy. We can one-cycle every other area boss. Takes a bonk there. Kahpt does get the perfect RNG. Very
And
nice.
kahpt thought about going for Texia, but chose not to. I don't blame him. So Bogmire here can be pretty tough to one-cycle for some people, purely because of his strength in pulling away from Luigi's vacuum. But if you get good pumps on him, he is usually no problem.
Yeah, and if he does start to gain too much control, you can just hold back in the opposite direction, and typically you'll regain control. But he should have this just fine, yeah. There you go.
Pretty clean.
Pretty clean, and his run's still pretty good, too. Kahpt getting the skeleton double as well.
Pretty nice graveyard from kahpt.
Yeah, so there's well over a minute difference between the two right now. I'm not sure the exact amount of time, but it's visibly well over a minute.
About a minute 20, I think. Minute 20 seconds.
Yeah, so Bogmire will always spawn in the same spot so long as you don't touch any of the buttons or the sticks on your controller. If you touch any of those, Bogmire's spawn will be randomized. So you just tend to keep your hands off the controller during this cutscene. This is pretty risky. Ooh, regains control right at the end.
Barely got that.
Sketch one cycle, but hey, can't argue with that. It almost wasn't. Alright, so Jared is now progressing on to Area 3. In my opinion, it's one of the worst areas, because it's probably the most RNG-filled area. This is typically where you get the most booze.
Yeah, the booze can be very mean to you in this area.
Yeah, especially someone at Jared's skill level, RNG can mean a lot.
Yo, dude, Mario?
Luigi is being eaten by a lion, dude.
Dang, I feel bad for that lion's digestive tract.
Me too. Alright, so anyways, now Luigi is aware of the whereabouts of Mario. He's being held hostage by King Boo. He's trapped in a painting. So, yeah, that's really it. I don't know what else to say to that.
Yeah, summed it up pretty well. Save Mario.
Yeah. Also, I think something we didn't mention is the Mario items. So,
Right.
as you saw in Area 2, he got Mario's cap, and there he just got his letter. So, we need to collect 5 of Mario's items and then take them to the fortune teller.
Here he's
later
gonna
in
shoot
this
water
area.
through the ceiling. And he gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that you got it with that audio cue there. So usually that door would be on fire, and every time you extinguish a door, you have to wait about 5 seconds for the smoke to clear before you can enter.
That's probably one of the cooler text skip setups right there, where he grabbed the cloth and switched up to the ceiling at the same time.
Man, that was a very great tea room. He went for the ceiling suck up on both ghosts.
富山スカップゲイルベジティマカウイン名古屋富山ルイージ
Hopefully this boo's on the right here.
If he will be.
Yep.
And he is.
Very nice. Alright, so Jared is steady cruising right now. He's still on a very great run.
Definitely.
Also, where Kahpt is now, that's the rec room, and there's Biff Atlas, another optional portrait ghost, so we just skip over him. We just get the key on the treadmill to cut walking distance between areas 2 and 3. Alright. Kahpt tried to set up tech skip, didn't work out, and despawns the ghost in the process.
That was a nice suck up.
Yeah, that was clean. Looks like he's getting bad luck if he's not in this table.
Ooh, that is.
Man.
You don't want that.
Did he switch? He did switch.
Switch
Okay.
back to right side.
I guess it really wouldn't make much of a difference in that scenario, even if he had to walk to the left side. That was basically the same walking distance.
Yeah, ideally you want to drag Nana to the right in that room because there's 3 boo objects close to the right, and there's only one on the left side, so we usually just gamble on the boo being in one of those 3 objects on the right side.
Exactly. But sometimes people will suck her up on the left side just because her pearls are more out of the way and you won't auto-lock onto them when you're sucking up the boo, so you can't blame people for doing that either.
Yeah, that's a weird thing this game does. It prioritizes pearls over boos. So
And really
you could just be sucking
anything.
up a boo, and the pearls could just get in your way and boo leaves.
Yeah, or if you actually manage to spawn a heart, he'll prioritize the heart over the boo. Or a key.
Not going for the triple. There is a pretty cool triple you can go for there, but he's opting to just double up the Shy Guys.
Yeah. Can't say I necessarily blame him for that. That triple can be deceptively difficult if you don't have the practice. Ooh,
Oh
cop
my.
spawning a poisonous mushroom.
He doesn't want that.
Oh man.
Kept.
Oh
Oh
no!
no! No.
Looks like he's gonna lose the boo as well. Man.
Dang, those poison mushrooms are just.
Oh, in other
Oh.
news, Jared got a bullseye on Moonshot. Yeah, so here we have to shoot the moon. And after we do that, it'll reveal Mario's star, which is another one of his items that we need to take to the fortune teller.
Yeah, that angle on Moonshot can be deceptively difficult. Really does not look like it should work, but it does.
Yeah, typically if it looks like you're gonna hit it with that angle you have, odds are it might not work. That's just the way it is. But some runners have found certain visual cues that make it more consistent. Although I myself don't know of them.
I think there's a setup with like lining it up with Luigi's elbow.
Yeah, I think I've heard that one. I've just never looked into it.
Yeah, some people just go by feel, just what
Yeah.
feels right.
All right, so Jared's now entering the projection room. It's sort of similar to the mirror room, where you can only see the ghosts and the projector. And I'm assuming he's also going to be going for the save and quit strat here.
Yeah, this save and quit strat was only found semi-recently to be faster than just mirror warping with the billiards mirror.
Yep. It saves about 4 seconds.
Yeah, I'd say 3 to 4 seconds on average.
All right. He missed the triple there, but he got good luck.
Does kahpt get moonshot? Oh, he's
Oh,
doing a
man.
360.
He's memeing.
Oh,
He misses, but he has my eternal respect for that.
does he do it again? He doesn't. I appreciate the effort.
He did it for the fans.
So only downside to doing the save warp here is you have to re-grab fire in Neville's room, but
Yeah. Typically, you won't lose any time, because as you can see, Jared made light work of that. No problem.
and the main reason you want fire when you're in this hallway is for this thing called vacuum cancels, which is basically whenever Luigi enters a dark room, he has to go through an animation of taking out his vacuum, but you can just skip that animation and keep walking if you time in L press to shoot fire. That saves about half a second every time you do it. So it's one of those micro optimizations.
Yeah, along with those vacuum cancels, you also have flashlight skips where you leave a lit room and enter a dark room. There's an animation of Luigi pulling out his flashlight, but if you time your L press perfectly, then it just skips the animation altogether. Alright, so now Jared's fighting the twins, Henry and Orville.
Named appropriately after Henry Ford and Orville Wright.
Yep.
You could probably guess which one is Henry and which one is Orville.
Kind of ashamed we didn't see a twins double there.
Twins double, dude.
I expected more from you, Jared. Why?
Jared letting us down. Not even going for 360 moonshot.
Alright, kahpt getting the triple. Let's see if he attempts the save and quit as well. And Jared getting long text.
Well, he goes for it. He's definitely got a setup for it. Does indeed save warp.
He did it. Wait, what?
Never mind. He decides to billiards mirror warp anyways.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
We might have a problem here.
We might have a problem here.
There are probably going to be some angry viewers in the chat.
Yeah, definitely. There's certain people who do not like seeing that. Losing those 3 to 4 seconds, although not that big a deal. He could have just saved and reset and saved that time.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal at all. We make it out to be a bigger deal than it actually is. It's just one of those inside jokes we have in the community.
Here we got Clairvoya, and Luigi's going to bring all 5 of Mario's items to her, and this is just about a minute and a half of just mashing through her text.
Yeah, you could bring each item to her individually and she would read it off, but it's a lot faster to just bring all 5 at once, so it's nothing but just straight mashing for 1:30. This is also where Jared probably saves the most amount of time, is right here.
So this would be a good time to read donations.
We have $10,000 from Pablo Bleep. Why didn't you do the save warp, dude?
So slow, dude.
Slow, dude.
0%, dude. Shout outs to Pablo, by the way.
Yes. All right, so kahpt locking onto the pearls. As you can see, it's a pretty big problem when they're in the way of sucking up a boo. See?
Might lose his boo, and I think he
Oh man, he is
does. He?
halfway out.
Oh,
He ran out of cackles there. So each boo that you catch has 15 cackles. So each time you pump, that's a cackle. And after 15 of those, the boo will become unstun locked and leave the room. And that's exactly what happened there. He just ran out of cackles.
now Jared's gonna head up towards Safari Room. Hopefully, he does not forget to grab ice, because there are ghosts in that room that you do need the ice element for.
Yes, very rookie mistake to forget the ice, but I'm pretty sure we've all done it at some point. Odds are it will happen at least once in this tournament. I'm pretty sure it's happened once every year.
Does not forget ice. What a champ.
Alright, so now kahpt is going to clear Avoya, where he will mash his heart out for over a minute. Hopefully not developing carpal tunnel in the process.
So Jared's about to go for a double in this room where you can push the garbage ghost into the twirler here.
Yeah, that's something we should have explained in Area 1 when they did the double with the trash can ghost. You can actually push those ghosts. They don't have a damage hitbox, whereas the other ghosts do. So we use that to our advantage.
Spawns a poison mushroom. Hopefully that doesn't get in his way.
Ooh.
It might.
Alright, I think he's fine.
I think he's good, though. Avoided that pretty well.
He played that off as well as he could.
I hate to bring upon a commentator's curse, but Jared is on PB pace right now.
Yeah, this is actually pretty phenomenal pace.
I know Jared's been going for that 56 lately in this category, and
Hey, maybe he'll get it.
well, he's showing his consistency, that's for sure.
Yes, he's a very consistent runner. He'll 56 any day now.
So I guess I'll explain the Bulasis strat.
Sure.
Basically, for Bulasis, what you're going to see him do is go to that right unicorn statue and grab ice. When he's going to proceed to aim his vacuum down and aim to the right, and move to the left slowly, and that'll get all 15 boos and Bulasis to group up. And right at him, as he's on the left side, he's going to shoot an ice ball and hopefully, ideally, hit at least most of the boos.
Yeah, in a casual playthrough, this is probably the most annoying boss fight in the entire game.
Definitely. Their AI can make it, like, super hard, especially when you get to the last few boos, they control you.
Yeah, but once you understand how it works, you can make light work of it.
Right, I think he's got this one cycle, and he does.
Yeah. There you go.
Pretty good.
Kahpt
also not forgetting.
Ice.
I was about to say.
Alright, so Jared is about to head into Area 4, the last area, and if I know him, he will be going for Breaker Boo 1 cycle.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say Breaker Boot is the hardest boot 1 cycle, at least in this run, because you need to do something called a drag strat, which basically lets you optimize the boo's HP more and uses cackles more.
Yeah, basically just pulling the boo back away from the wall. That way you can deal more damage and save cackles.
Kahpt having a rough time in Safari here. I think he missed the double.
Yeah, he did miss the double. So yeah, Area 4 is notorious for just having a lot of walking because Area 4 takes place in the basement and the attic, so you're constantly having to walk up between the two.
See how Cap's Colossuses go. Hopefully he
Let's-
also one cycles.
Hopefully.
So Blackout is about to start for Jared, and you'll notice he's in sidestep, and that is because when you're in sidestep, Blackout movement can be a lot easier, especially since there's ghosts constantly spawning. You want to aim your flashlight towards them to prevent them from spawning, and just so happens that being in sidestep allows that to be easier. Although it is technically faster to be in standard.
Technically
here, but,
faster. How much does that save? It saves a couple seconds, right?
I believe it saves about 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah, so
It's a small time save.
for most people, it wouldn't be worth going for, but
Cap's getting a really good Colossus right now. That last boo, though,
I think you cursed him.
he's got 2. I did curse him. You know, I take the blame for that one.
It's all you, Joven. Good job, buddy.
It's me, dude.
So yeah, Cop's just going to be baiting charges from these boos so he can ice them quickly. Misses that one. But fortunately, there's only 1 boo left. No Pythagoras skip from Jared. Interesting.
So here we got Grimly, and Grimly can show his heart at any time, which makes him a big RNG factor because he can sometimes wait so long to show his heart, but Jared shows his heart pretty quickly for Jared. That was only, what, 4 seconds?
Yeah, something like that. Most of the times he'll show it within the first 10 seconds, but there have been times where runners have gotten up to 50 seconds. It's kind of like the Werlindas, but it's never guaranteed that he'll show his heart in a certain amount of time, whereas with the Werlindas, they'll always show their hearts 10 seconds early or 10 seconds late.
And we'll see if Jared gets that Breaker 1 cycle. Breaker boo.
Fingers crossed.
I did see him practicing beforehand, so... There's a tech skip setup you can do for this boo, but I don't know if Jared will go for it. It's a fairly new setup found.
Yeah, to my knowledge, you're the only one going for it.
I believe there's like 3 other runners that go for it.
I think he just switched to the left side. Yes, he did.
He did, so he won't be able to go for that tech skip setup.
He read that wrong.
Oh, he does.
Having the cloth out of the way, I don't know. That could be a beneficial thing.
And he gets it!
I believe that's the first Breaker Boo 1 cycle of the tournament.
Let's go, Jared.
Outstanding.
Clap it up for Jared. Nice double there. Double can be very difficult sometimes, especially if that purple puncher in the barrel punches Luigi.
And a mushroom. How do you like that? You get on a good run and a mushroom spawns.
A lot of mushrooms this run.
Yeah.
Or for both runners, really.
I feel like he was more focused on that mushroom than he was the boo.
But he still
Can't
gets
say
it.
I blame him.
Does get long text from me. Did we explain long text?
I don't think we did. So after you catch the 15th boo, the text EGAD gives you is random. A lot of the times that text can range from 1 second to about 5 or 6 seconds, with the longest being about Van Gogh, who's the last portrait ghost you catch in the game. So it's always pretty legendary when you get a Van Gogh text on the 40th boo. Like, dude, I'm going to fight him right now.
And I think it's pretty safe to say we won't see Breaker Boo from Capt, purely because it's one of the hardest Breaker or Boo 1 cycles, so most runners will opt to go for Van Gogh Boo instead of Breaker Boo.
Yeah, that's probably what Cop's going to do. He's just going to opt for Van Gogh Boo. That's the route alternative. I wonder if we're gonna see Toy Soldier double from Jared. We'll see.
You know if he goes for it?
I'm actually not sure. I've seen a lot of his runs, but yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out.
Most top runners will have to do a double on these guys,
All
although
right,
a triple is
Kahpt.
also possible. Kahpt's getting a good Grimly.
That was not a good Grimly. I wasn't
Oh,
keeping count. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, dude.
I'm pretty sure that was like 10 seconds.
Okay, well that's not horrible. That's pretty bad though. I mean, yeah. Jerry getting a pretty good soldier double.
Yeah, that was really good. Absolutely immaculate, dude. Let's go. Kahpt going through the right door, losing a second there.
What most runners have to do here is just burn these shy guys, because the alternative would be getting a 6-piece with these guys, but it's just...
Yeah, and that's what we used to do back in the day before we found out that burning them was actually faster. We would just set up a 6-piece, and little did we know we were losing time.
Yeah, Cap not going for breaker. Getting the double, though.
It looked like that was going to miss, and Kahpt spawning a mushroom as well.
Yet another poison mushroom.
Yeah, we've seen a lot from both runners during this race. Kahpt actually got hit by one earlier. I don't like this boo. I think he's fine. Yeah, just
fine.
barely. He had to be on his last cackle.
So an armor here from Jared, you're probably going to see a triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can triple up those last 3 ghosts that spawn in those spots by burning them.
Looks like he could have a chance at perfect RNG here. Something you tip out. Well, he did, you know.
He did.
All right,
Still
that's
pretty
not
good, though.
bad.
So you notice with the armory that it will lag a lot.
Yeah, that's what we were mentioning at the beginning of the race, with Lydia's room being the second laggiest room. This is the laggiest room, just because of all the objects in this room. It can't load them all properly.
One Cyclo's armor bear, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to drop inputs in Armory Room, especially when catching the boo. You could easily drop an R pump, just because the room loads at like 15 frames a second.
If you're in basement, you're going to see Jared go through our cutscene and pipe room, but he's not going to clear the room, because the boo in that room has 300 HP, and it's just not optimal to clear it. So
Yeah.
he's just going to shake off these grabbers and just get the key in this room.
Yeah, this boo used to be in the route, but we routed it out because it was the only 300 HP boo that we had in the route, and we just found faster alternatives.
Cap's going for soldier double, and it's looking really good.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Oh, man.
Wow,
Caught
the
one and then lost the
commentator's
other.
curse is just out tonight.
I think you just need to shut up, bro.
I think I do. You know, I'm going to let you explain Weston then.
All right, so Jared is going to Weston. Arguably, he's the hardest ghost in the game, at least for this category, I'd say. Or normal portrait ghost, I should say. And that's mainly due to the floor being made of ice, so you just slip all over the place, making the suck up a lot more difficult.
Suck up's very similar to Bogmire, where you just got to keep control and not let him slip away from you.
Yeah.
That was nice, though.
All right, so we got another 150 HP boo in here. Jared clearing the pearls. Can't say I blame him. Don't want to be auto-locking onto that. Very nice.
That was
So yeah,
clean.
when it comes to those 150 HP boos, your pumps have to be absolutely perfect because, as we said earlier, a boo only has 15 cackles, and that equates to 150 HP. You know, I was talking to Jared before the race, and he said he was going to go for the one cycle on King Boo, but I don't think he anticipated that he'd be on PV pace.
I mean, if he still did it, I would be shocked, honestly. But you never know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I really don't.
Nice triple from Captain Armory. That was solid. So here in Van Gogh has these paintings which spawn 3 ghosts each, and you can just triple up most of these guys.
Yep. Sometimes it is easy to miss one of the triples depending on how fast you're trying to get them. If you tend to take it a little safer, then they're pretty free. Ooh, Kahpt almost lost that boo.
That was a good save, though.
Having trouble resetting there, it looked like.
It's like Cap put super glue on his reset button on his Wii. This grabber triple can be pretty tricky considering their hitboxes are actually on their backs, so it can be very deceptive, but he gets it. That was clean.
Yeah, that's typically the only triple that you try to want to take safe. Just because, like Joven said, their hitboxes are on their back, so it's a lot easier to miss than any other. All right, he made quick work of those triples. Very nice.
Very nice Van Gogh room. And Jared's just about to head down to King Boo.
Yep, suck up Van Gogh, and then it's King Boo time. Trying to figure out exactly what pace this is. I'll get a better idea when he goes through the door in the foyer.
I believe he can get a 56-43 or something pretty close to that.
56-44 it looks like. But I'm assuming he's going to go for the insta shots. I don't know why he wouldn't. He nails those every time.
Yeah, basically on King Boo, you can, instead of waiting for Bowser to lower his head down, you can just shoot the bombs up at him by tilting your vacuum angle. Saves about 2 seconds every time you do it.
Ooh, I thought he was going to hit Dora the Exploder. Shoutouts to Death Johnson.
Just to be that guy, I'm going to correct you and say their actual names are Sparks.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Alright, well, let's see what happens.
Kahpt losing the boo. I actually didn't see if he cleared pipe room. I don't think he did.
I don't think he did, yeah. So he's going to want Boo to go back to Weston's room.
Ideally, he wants this boo to go back into Weston's room. Because if he goes into breaker room, that's really bad.
Does.
All right.
Yeah, but he's going to lose about 20 seconds from doing that. Still.
Oh, man, I'm so nervous for Jared right now.
I'm nervous for Jared.
If he gets this, I might pog.
I am going to pog so hard.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to go for the one cycle, right? Not on this pace. He can PV by like 40 seconds.
see. He is not going for insta shots.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him. If you miss an insta shot, it can ruin
They can
your
ruin
life.
everything. Yeah, pretty much.
Your family will disown you. Yeah.
This game is my livelihood.
Looking like a pretty good first cycle here. Gets him down to
All right,
236. That is very nice for a 2 cycle. All right, Jared, come on.
Setting up this second cycle perfectly, dude. He's got him under 250, exactly where he wants him.
All right. Will Jared clutch this out?
He's got it. Yes.
And he's got it.
Let's
And he
go, dude.
56-44 for Jared. Big PB and a big 56.
Oh my God, dude. He just popped off.
Dude, let's get Jared in this call.
Jared, what are you doing, man? Get in here. Oh, I need to calm down. I got way too worked up over that.
I wonder how Jared's feeling right now.
I don't know.
Probably pretty good, I'd guess.
Probably ecstatic, happy.
Relieved. All those things.
Yeah. So yeah, Kahpt is finishing up Van Gore, and then he's gonna be heading down to King Boo.
But he will have to get the Boo in this room.
That is
He's
true.
not going to break here. So this Boo, you ideally want a 2 cycle because he has 300 HP and he moves pretty quickly. So he is not. You cannot 1 cycle him. So a 2 cycle is expected.
Yep. So this
pretty
Boo
good.
is the alternative to Breaker Boo. Breaker Boo saves about 10 seconds, but when you're at pretty top level, obviously you want to go for it.
It's a pretty good first cycle.
Yeah, 136. All
And he
right.
bonks, and
This is not going to be a
Ooh.
2 cycle.
I do not think he's getting this 2
You're in a
cycle.
lot of double cackles here. You know, I don't think he is either, man. Nope, 46.
Yabo yabo. Yaman ba.
So I'm not sure where Jared is. I would like him to join for an interview, assuming
Yabo yabo.
he's calmed down.
Perhaps he collapsed from exhaustion from getting such a huge PB.
Dude, I know a guy who did that.
Yeah, this guy.
Splazer. Splazer Gamer. Splazer the Gamer.
What a gamer, dude.
You're not in the Discord. Alright, let's see if I can send an invite here.
The Cap look to be on about 102 pace here. And he gets hit by a
Dora the Exploder.
Dora the Explorer, or Exploder. Yo, it's
Hey,
the
man.
man himself, Jared
Dude.
Gines.
Dude, my hands are still numb, dude.
Dude, man.
Oh
what,
my god.
what an honor it was to commentate a match like this.
What a
dude.
manifestation.
It's been an honor, dude.
It's crazy. I'm pretty sure that was the first sub 1 of the tournament and a 56 at that.
Thanks for picking up the commentary for it, guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad you
Yeah.
guys can do it.
Of course.
Oh man, dude. I was so nervous. I stood up afterwards and my legs were shaking and I couldn't feel my arms. I was like, dude, I haven't felt this in it's been a long time since I felt a PB like this. Like I actually feel like I earned this. It's nuts.
Yeah. No doubt about that. That was a massive PB. That was what, 36 seconds?
Yeah, 36 seconds. And I had a second delay factored in, so I kind of want to get this retimed. I had a second delay factored into my live split because I figured it would make the timing more accurate for the for the stream. But my timer started at the correct time, and it split a second later than it should have. So I think this actually was a 43. I'm pretty sure. I'd like to get it retimed, but I think it was a 43, just for accuracy. I just want to know, because I'm pretty sure that factored into it. But hey, it doesn't matter.
Well, fortunately, we have the glitch doctor in the community. He'll frame count that for you.
Yeah, that's a huge leap. GG to Cap, dude. That was nuts. I did not expect my run to be that good.
Is his name Copt or Capt? Because I've been calling him Copt the whole time, and Joven's been calling him Capt.
Yeah, we agreed to do that.
People in Discord said it was Capt, so I switched back and forth.
Well, I guess we'll find out if we get an interview with him.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So Cap getting this going to 260. That is 2-cyclable. We'll see if he goes for it.
Ooh, man.
He's got nothing to lose, so I'd expect he does go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely doable.
I think he's got this.
I think he's got it.
He's got it. Nice
Got it from
two-cycle Cap.
260, man.
Good stuff.
Good job to both runners.
What a nuts race.
Yeah, that was wild.
I enjoyed every moment of it.
Thanks again for commentating, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks.
It's our
Speedy.
pleasure.
No problem. It is our pleasure. Me and my good friend HD.
It's my pleasure.
So, can we get Captain here?
Yes,
Let's
can we
get
get
Copt
Copt in here?
We get the K-Man. Not to be confused with the J-Man. Here he is.
Here he is.
How you feeling, Capt?
How you
Or
feeling,
Copt?
Copt?
That was a great Area 3. I'm so proud of the Area 3.
Yeah, you didn't play, you played about a minute and a half off your PB. That's not
Yeah.
too bad for a race, I'd say.
Kind of
Oh, yeah,
looked
I
like
wasn't too
really,
bad.
looked like really the only mistakes you made there was losing Twin Boo and the 360 moonshot, but of course that was intentional.
And the blue losses,
Yeah.
too.
Like, when I got hit by the poison mushroom at Nana's room, like, okay, this is not going well anymore.
Yeah.
So I just decided to, like, have fun and just move around.
Hey, that's what this is all about, right?
I respect
Just
it.
having fun.
Having
Yeah.
fun.
Sorry, I couldn't provide much competition. But I saw you got a 56-44. Is that a new PB?
That is a 36-second PB.
Congratulations, that's so
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you. Before I refer to you, can you give me the pronunciation, please, so we can settle this?
It's capped.
All right,
Capt.
well,
I was right,
apologize.
HD.
Good game. Thank you for racing. It was an honor. I had
I had a lot
good
of fun.
time.
Yeah,
I hope you make a run. I hope you make a run in the bottom bracket. I really do, because
Yeah.
I didn't expect this run to happen. This is just like, lightning
Yeah,
striking twice in
unfortunate
the same
cheating for
place.
me here.
also,
Good
Capt, I'm
enough,
not
but-
sure if you finished in the race time room, but it says that you're still going.
Oh, whoops. I should probably go end that real quick.
But yeah, Jared, you're gonna be moving on to, let's see here, round 3. You are either gonna be facing Joven or Daycat, and I kind of feel like you might be facing Daycat. Just a hunch.
No, I think you got it wrong. He's facing the winner of Radio and Radio 16 and Polar Light first.
Oh, oops. Oh yeah, you're right.
Doesn't even
One
know his
step
own
ahead of
tournament.
me. Doesn't even know his
own
own turn.
Come on.
Can you guys believe this is the host of the LM tourney? Like, seriously.
I'm disappointed. They don't even know who you're going up against, and these are the ones streaming. I'm just, God, why am I here?
I think I need to be fired, but basically what I'm saying is Joven is gonna lose.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to sum it up.
Crap, are you having your prediction down?
So yeah,
I guess
Cap-
that's that.
Capt is going
Yeah,
to the
it was
losers
fun.
bracket. Let's see.
Who's he gonna play?
He is going to play. Where is it, dude? Oh, he actually gets a bye. He's gonna skip losers round 1 entirely and go straight to round 2.
At least I'll win a match, technically.
He's
Yeah.
gonna play either JJSRL or the loser of Radio 16 and Polar Lake. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Either of you guys have any further comments?
No,
concerns?
Me. I just got
Questions?
to
No, my clockwork double.
Yeah,
I'm
Jared,
so
you're
looking
6th
forward to
place
getting
now,
it.
dude.
I know.
6th place.
I
You
know.
bopped. You
Oh
bopped
my god,
Skazi,
6th?
Skazi, Mini, Switch, Nick, Zircon, and Michael.
Don't forget pancakes.
Weren't you in 15th before? Is that like 9
Well,
placements up?
I had a 57.20. I just never submitted it. So it's like leaderboard placement right now. I jumped up like 9 spots or something like that. But
Oh,
legitimately,
only 9 spots at the top. That's nothing.
but like, yeah, this was still massive. There's a huge cluster of high 56s. So I'm glad that the first one was at least like a quarter of the way down. So now I got to work towards get the sub 30.
You got to get on the PB. That was really impressive.
Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Again, thanks for the race. It was an honor.
Yeah.
It really was.
I had a fun time. It's racing.
And I guess
Good luck
we'll
in your
end it.
winners.
I guess we'll end it on that note.
Might as well shout out the 2 races tomorrow. We got Glitch PhD versus Jurgerberga Flintsteins, 11 a.m. EST tomorrow, and we got 8 p.m. Bliss versus Afroman.
Yep.
So look
Good luck
forward to
to you.
those.
Tuned.
Yep,
Tune
hope to
into
see you
the-
guys there. Thanks again, SpeedGaming, for hosting this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys.
Everybody have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Yep.
Night.
Peace out.
Good night. Bye bye, winky face, as I always say.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, yeah. So,
Bye.
bye. Adios.